And let's look at disruption, shifting organizational structures, and talent in particular, because that's where we live really at ATD. But if we think about disruption, certainly we've seen a lot of change with things like Uber, Airbnb, telehealth during the pandemic. I'm sure there'll be more coming up with AI. And this requires us to need to change direction quickly and to communicate more efficiently and push against resistance. So all of that requires different social and emotional skills, which is where this Agile EQ assessment comes in. So you can see that we need to take risks, but we also need to have resolve and be more receptive, and sometimes that's harder for some of us than others, right? So if we look now at shifting organizational structures, never mind that we have some people are 100% remote, some people are 100% in person, some are somewhere in between. We don't know where they are, no. But there's a lot of ambiguity in the workplace. So we need to learn to share power. People are on multiple teams, they're ambiguous boundaries, and so we need to have those outreach skills and be more diplomatic many times and be more assertive. I went a little fast on that one. So, sometimes, depending on your disc style, some of these things are natural for you, but perhaps not. So we'll talk about what to do about that. And then last but not least, we have unprecedented diversity in the workforce, right? Depending upon who you're listening to, it's either 4 or 5 generations now, different classes, different socioeconomic backgrounds, personality styles, of course, and cultural backgrounds, different nationalities. And so how it was even 10 years ago is not how it's going to be next year, and so on. And this requires that we have more empathy and that we understand people who are different than we are, but we also have self-assurance and objectivity when we need to. So these skills, I don't know, don't come naturally. They're not always things that we were taught in school. And interestingly enough, Wiley did a survey, and of their database, they asked this question, what is crucial to building an agile workforce? And 97% of the leaders agreed that it was emotional intelligence. Pretty astounding, and they have a huge database. And by the way, of course, I don't work for Wiley, but I'm an authorized partner for DISC and the 5 behaviors and PXT Select, and I have been for many, many years. And it's an integral part of what we do because it is so helpful and behavioral and observable, right? So I have my Agile people in the room. You know that Agile project management is about systems and processes, but it takes the people to make it work, and it takes the flexibility to really implement what you need to implement.